Hi. I would like to ask you something. It is for my class, for my English course, and it is like I want to know about you. And I'm Yuna. And what's your name?
My name is Luana.
Luana. Where I come from, Luana?
I'm from Russia.
Russian. And how long you've been staying in Bali?
It will be soon 5 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
so long you've been here.
Quite long.
Yeah. And you love to living in Ubud?
Yeah, I love living in the wood.
Mhm.
I like ocean also, but I think jungle is like it's more my thing. So I like to go to ocean sometimes to connect with its energy. But I like trees, I like plants, and maybe this more humid weather and a little more cold than
Mhm.
at the ocean. For me, it's
Yeah.
better.
And what do you think about Ubud? There's no ocean or jungle. There's not much jungle here.
Uh, for me, it's like comparing to cities in my country. It's much more like a village. So you like a little in a city, but you also have a lot of plants around. You have some roads which are like village roads, and it's more like open atmosphere than in some big city.
Mhm.
So that's why I like to live here. It's like always living like in a village. Like I'm in my village in Russia, but it's
Yeah.
always summer. That's why I like to live here.
Mhm. And you live here. What's your favorite place in Bali?
Oh, in Bali in general,
Yeah.
so I have my favorite mountain here.
Wow.
It's Chitur, and I like very much temple on top of it. And at the ocean, I liked most Uluwatu, but in some places where are not too many people, and I was here also in pandemic, and sometimes I was coming where are almost no people. So when there are a lot of people, it's still like not so profound connection with energy. But in some moments when I was like almost alone, where not completely alone, some friends around, but anyway, when less people, I could really feel its energy. So the ocean is very strong.
Yeah.
It's maybe hard to swim in it,
Mhm.
but I really liked energy, and I liked the sand made from all the shells, and I always liked shells, and I gathered even some small sand grains which I liked. I have small box with my favorite sand grains from Uluwatu.
And have you ever come to Uluwatu Temple before?
Yeah, I've been in Uluwatu temple,
Ah.
but once we wanted to go another time, but my friends were scared of monkeys.
Yeah, so much monkeys
Yeah,
there.
so I like the energy there, but you can see ocean from a cliff, and it's when I was there, it was very beautiful, big waves. I have pictures
Yeah.
from memory and some small video, like you see it from above and these big blue waves. And I liked these white stones. I liked this atmosphere, like it was very pure and special. And another side of it is many crazy monkeys. And
Yeah.
at first I didn't know about it. So we came where we were friends, and we went through a place where there was many monkeys, but I didn't think about it much. So we went to the main temple, we've been to a place for praying, and I felt like it was very special moment for me, very pure energy. I have very small video just for memory from the place with my hair and the wind. It was like, oh wow, very beautiful energy. And when my friend wanted to, she had many flowers from a ceremony she did before, and she wanted to give them to the ocean. And we went to this long way where you can go and see ocean. And I was so naive, I didn't know about monkeys. I even went to bathroom and left my things outside, just on the road. And I came back, everything was safe. But when we walked with a friend, monkeys jumped on her and took away her bag with the flowers.
Yeah.
And some guy was walking by, and like a hero, he took away bag from monkeys. But when monkeys took all flowers anyway, and they ate them, and it was very funny and scary to see. So
Funny funny and scary at the same time. And you know, my mom before, maybe it's 3 years ago, we went to Luto Temple and praying there. Um, the monkey, one of the monkey, stole my mom sandals.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. My mom also stole my sandal later. When we went out, we stole my sandal, and I told so to some man, "Oh, I need my sandal. How I go to put without the sandal? How I walk barefoot?" And we took a big stick and tried to
Yeah.
get it back, but I had a trace of a bite of a tip of a monkey on my sandal.
And what about the food? What's your favorite food? Maybe in Bali?
When I came to Bali, I was already vegetarian for many years.
Yeah.
And at first, with my friend who came here also, she's also vegetarian. We were buying some tofu and tempeh, just simple things.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like in some vegan places. It was just simple varungs, and we don't know. Maybe it was cooked together with the meat, but we never know about it. And when we realized it, we tried to avoid it, and we tried maybe to cook by ourselves, so like manage something about it. And later, I found that just beside my place, very close by, there was a vegan varung,
Yeah.
but it was like for locals, it wasn't for foreigners. So the food was very similar to local, but made from everything vegan.
Yeah.
And it wasn't expensive, so it was more expensive for foreigners, but still quite cheap. And for me, it was very good because they put a lot of protein in it. And if I go to some other place which is not vegan, and maybe I can have only tofu and tempeh like for vegan, and some vegetable and rice, very simple. But because it was specially for vegan, they had some satay and other things, and everything made from some protein. And for me it was very filling, so I didn't feel hungry. I could eat only once a day, and it was enough. But sadly this warung closed, it moved to another place, but never opened again, I think. And for me it was like, it was my favorite warung for many years. They already knew me, I was coming them, and they were so happy to see me, and we knew each other. Like I was sitting there for maybe for 3 years, almost every day, and now it's closed. Now I have to cook by myself because I can't just go around and find some food for myself because I still don't drive bike, and I just mostly stay home or walk somewhere, and I have to cook myself. But actually, it's not enough for me. I don't really feel like it's enough. It's much harder to buy so much different food to make something not boring for yourself. And I can buy only rice and some vegetable and like do something very simple, not something like exciting. And actually, I'm very sad with my favorite clothes.
It's so sad, yeah. What you do? What's your activities?
In Bali?
Yeah, in Bali.
In Bali, in general, I'm an artist, so it's my general activity, not only here. But I found that here there are many artists, especially in wood, and many craftsmen and wood carvers and other masters who do something very interesting. And for me it's very inspiring, and I like to make friends with them and learn something. I started learning wood carving also, and I want to continue as soon as possible. And so here I paint a lot, and I get inspired from nature and from local culture, and I like to go to temples if I have a chance, and I like to go to mountains. I don't often go to ocean just because I don't drive bike, because I need to wait when someone can bring me, can take me there, or some friends. But sometimes I also like to go to ocean to feel its energy, and maybe gather some shells if I find, and I want to paint some shells. So I get inspired from Bali. So my most activity here is like explore the culture and nature, and get inspired from it, and create something.
Okay, it's interesting activities. And what kind of art do you paint? Maybe you can share.
I paint actually when I came here. I found that my style is a little similar to like Balinese and maybe Javanese, and some other artists also told me about it. But I was painting like this already before. I didn't know about Balinese culture before, so it was just something natural coming in my art. And I found that it's very natural here. So when I come here, it's like I'm from here. That's why I also like to stay here.
And do you have community here, or like your friend, can you tell about where are they come from? And you're Russian and you stay alone here, right?
Yeah.
And how you met some of your friends here, and where are they come from?
So in the beginning, I met some friends because I came to a festival, and there were many people, some Russians also, some not. And in the beginning, it was just natural. I just met them there, and we spent some time together, and it was like magic. So in the beginning, it was more easy, but later it was more hard because many people who come here, they have some like stuff they want to do for themselves, and they often forget about me because I don't drive bike and I don't come anywhere. I don't go to some parties, and in general I'm not interested in parties and dancing like some normal fun which people like, and I'm more like sitting at home and painting something. But I like to meet with some people. But mostly they just forget about me because I don't do same activities they do. And rarely I could come to some events, but mostly just meeting people for one time and never seeing them again. And they easily forget about me. Sometimes they said, "Oh, your art is so exciting, I want to see your art, come to a place," and then you never see them again. And at first I felt very lonely because of it. So I had very little friends here. So I had some friends, but very little, and meeting them not so often. And I felt very lonely. Also, many of the foreigners with who I wanted to connect, they were like having their own life and not caring about like someone they don't know. Like, who are you? I don't know you. And I'm naturally more open, like I'm more open-hearted. I can feel other people, like my family, even if I meet them one time, but I feel something in them. And I found that many people here were more about their own life, and having found with maybe some people who they know maybe a long time, and they just meet me occasionally, and maybe they don't want to meet me again. And I found that many locals were much more open, maybe much more like me. Like it was much easier to connect. Like even when I was going to Varung, which I like, we were already like friends, like family. They were happy to see me. And each time I was walking in a small street, and many people already knew me, and they said hi, and children said hi, and it was like, oh, I'm going, and I just walk in one small street, and everyone is smiling, and everyone knows me, and I already feel more happy. And I found that many foreigners who come here, they want something like something more normal for themselves, like they need to go to normal restaurant and meet other foreigners, and they need something more like more Western, like more normal for them. And they sometimes don't feel like to go to local Varung or like to connect with local people. And I felt that these people are more disconnected from this place, so they like to have fun here, have some luxury life, like some good villa with pool and all that stuff, but they don't really connect profoundly. And they are a bit separated from locals and local culture. They want their own culture here, so they want all the luxury stuff, but not local culture, their own culture, like everything like they got used to. And I found that maybe these people often feel more depressed because of it, because they disconnect themselves from Bali and Balinese energy. And I felt when I was going like this to Varung every day, and I just walk on the street, and I feel all this energy, and I just felt happiness just because I'm here. I
Yeah.
was happy I was like, I felt grateful with each step on this on this land. I was
Yeah.
I was grateful that I'm here. I was like, wow, I'm here. I'm so happy. Thank you, universe, that I'm here.
Yeah. And uh, Balinese people, it's always humble to others. Yeah. And maybe you have like what you will say to foreign people who came to if they want to come to Bali.
I wish that foreign people um, would come not just because we want to rest at the ocean and have some fun, but Bali is a special place.
Yeah.
It's many places on earth where you can just come to have fun at the ocean and just rest. But Bali is very beautiful and spiritual place, and with this very special, beautiful nature and special culture. So I wish more people were more interested in this, because it's really special. It's like not everywhere you can meet.
Yeah, thank you. And have you tried to learn about Indonesian language?
Not yet, actually, because at first when I was coming to Bali, my purpose was to practice more English,
Oh,
because I was learning English all my life in many ways that I try to find, because I just felt important since childhood. I just wanted to learn English. I just felt that it's important for me. So I went to some courses and I read some books and I did my best in many ways, but I was very scared to speak with people, so I needed practice. I needed to speak with real people in real life. I could write long text and I could understand when I read, but I felt a bit lost when I had to speak with someone. I felt a bit panicked, like, and someone is speaking very quickly like this.
I can relate. I can relate. Yeah.
So I was a bit scared, and before Bali I had a little practice already when Mexican guy came to St. Petersburg where I live, and he was fan of my art, and he ordered a painting from me. So he went in general to football championship, because he came to see Mexican team, but also he wanted to meet me and take a painting. And we spent the whole day together. We were showing him around the city, bringing to some special places. And I was talking with him the whole day. And that time I was not yet so confident. And sometimes I could forget even very simple words, like basic words, just because of this panic. But I found that anyway I can understand him. And even if my way of speaking is not completely perfect, not right, sometimes I forget these simple words, like they fall out from my head. But anyway, I could speak and he could understand me and I could understand him. And I felt just a little more relieved that time. But still I needed some practice, and each time when I had a chance of some practice, I was avoiding it because I was scared. And I was thinking, if I come to Bali, maybe I can speak more with other people and I can really practice. So because of this focus, I still was like focusing on it, and I have not learned much of language here, just maybe just some words yet. Maybe I will get to it. My friend who doesn't like English, she preferred to she preferred to learn Indonesian, because for her it was easier. And because I still can speak English, I didn't focus on it so much yet to learn Indonesian, but maybe I will get to it. I heard that it's more easier to learn.
How about makasih? Do you know makasih? Indonesian.
Terima kasih, ya.
Oh, you know it.
I even know Suksema.
Suksema in Bali, and that means that you you learn a little bit about Balinese and also Indonesian. Well, Lona, thank you so much for your time. It means a lot. There's so much words or things or your experience that I've got, and Have a good rest. Hope to see you again.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Bye.